right, good day, everyone. Thanks for coming out for our weekly press conference that discusses Blue Jay basketball. So let's see, the last time we were here together, a few things have happened. Let's see. Number one, the Stessman tournament. I'm sure you might have some questions about that we can talk about, and anything that deals with the great game of basketball. I'd love to answer your questions. So at this time, we'll open it up to the floor and begin in the back.
What was it like after you guys won the whole tournament?
Good. Yeah. Good.
The ceremony.
Good question. What was it like Friday night after winning the championship? Was good to be on that side of things, and I'm proud of our guys, and in particular AJ that stepped up to the line and after not being overly successful on his first free throw attempt, that actually hit the backboard first, coming back and hitting nothing but net on his second one to win the game for us. I thought that was. I thought he showed a lot of toughness and courage and had some confidence in stepping up and making that one. So, very, very proud of the guys and what they got accomplished and just how they handled themselves in preparation and performance last week. I thought we showed that we're a veteran, mature, experienced team to be able to handle the situation, and I think it's only going to help our confidence, which, there's nothing wrong with our confidence level right now. I like where it's at, but winning a championship can only help. With that being said, I felt personally, to be quite honest with you, like we had lost the game. There's part of me that felt like we lost. Half of me felt like we won it, okay, because obviously we got the first place plaque, and we won the tournament. But how we finished, I wasn't particularly proud of. And making just 4 of 11 free throws in the fourth quarter, having a 15-point lead and allowing them to come back we didn't play great defense. We missed free throws, like I just said. There's a part of me that felt like we'd lost, and that's just me. I'm very, very, pleased and happy that we won, but part of me wasn't satisfied with how we finished the game, and we talked about that. So, but the main thing was, AJ was able to finish with 1 free throw, and that's the main thing, and that's what I'm really proud about. Yes?
When you mentioned AJ, as a coach, is it really possible to teach or coach the calmness or confidence you have when you step up to the line for a free throw?
That is an excellent question. As a coach, can you teach that calmness? Can you teach that confidence and stuff like that? Here's what I did say in the timeout right before he shot 2 of them. I reminded him that he had to make 10 free throws at the end of first hour weight training class before his hour was over. And I reminded him that all of those free throws that he shot looked really good. He made a lot of them, and that he should be confident. So just less than a 5-second reminder of previous success he'd had that day, that morning. And plus, I think with AJ, I think previous experiences always help. Drawing on past successes, like I just mentioned, and for one of his is he was one of our quarterbacks this season for the football team, and he called the plays. He had to make split-second decisions, pass, scramble, whatever the case might be in the play. And so he was always under pressure, and he had 11 defensive guys that he was playing against that wanted a piece of him and tackle him and stuff like that. So he's kind of used to that situation, and I think that's very, very important that guys have been there, have been in the fire, and when you're there and have had experience with that, you're able to handle that better, and you're able to learn from some mistakes that you've possibly made, and you're able to gain confidence from the successes you've had. We had a while back, we had a pitcher that pitched. He was a sophomore. and he pitched in the Final Four baseball game in Columbia. And then as a junior, when we were in the Final Four, he had a tremendous 2 games there for us. And so he was able to draw from those experiences, all right, and have success, even though it was in a different sport. So that's important. But AJ did a fine job, but I think, to be honest, any one of our players are in that position. I've got total confidence in. Yes?
What has the atmosphere been like at practice since the big win on Friday?
Well, that's a great question. You know, we've had a shoot around on Sunday. Saturday they had off, and then we had a shoot around on Sunday where a lot of guys came in to get some shots in and get up and down a little bit. And then our first official practice was yesterday after our tournament win. You know, the first thing we reminded them was something that I learned a long time ago is that you practice like you lost your last game, and so that's just a mentality that you know, if you practice like you win, you're probably not going to go as hard. You're probably not going to be as detailed as it needs to be, both in mental and physical effort to get better. And so I reminded them that both our varsity and JV players, because our JV team won a championship at the William Chrisman JV tournament on Saturday. And so I was speaking to a bunch of winners that just come off 2 championships, that they need to practice like they lost. It's important to play like you won your last game and have that confidence that we just spoke about, but to practice like you lost. Yes?
So do you think after winning this game, after having, like, I would say lost several years, do you think that was a big, big confidence booster for them?
Oh, I think so. Yeah. I think confidence-wise, yeah, it's only going to help us. But then Friday night, you know, a little post-game chat. You know, one of the first things that we talked about, we reviewed the game real quick, but then you know, coaches, we plant little seeds in their mind about the upcoming week. And for us, we start conference play tomorrow, and our goal is to be conference champions. And we talked about that. So even after a great week, going 3-0, winning our championship, we're always moving on to the next thing. And you know, just getting them ready to go for tonight against Lee Summit North and the next 5 weeks, which is conference play, because we've got a goal for that. You know, quite openly, our goal is to win it and to cut down some nets for being conference champions. Yes, come back to you.
What are the things you're still going to work on? You talked about how you still don't have practice like we lost. What are the things you're still trying to improve to get conference?
Good question. What do we still need to work on? Well, typically, it'd be easy for everyone to say, including myself, that we need to work on our free throw shooting. But we're a good free throw shooting team. We have guys that normally make those free throws that miss them, and that's human. And we'll go to the line tonight, and those guys will make them. I have a lot of confidence in them. But yeah, we got to shoot a little bit better from the line. We got to get to the line a little bit better, okay, and attack the basket. We got to play a little bit more inside out, meaning our post players, our big guys inside, need to touch the ball more often. They need to score more, but if they don't score, they need to open things up for our perimeter guys. The other thing we need to do better, we need to score a little bit better in the half court situation. We're having some success there, but I think we can, with the personnel that we have, I think we can still do a better job of scoring in the half court. So by that I mean if we don't have our fast break or transition, quick look, be able to execute our half court offense, whatever that might be, zone, man, you know, whatever the case might be, is to execute that and be able to be a little bit more productive at that end of the floor. Defensively, I'm very pleased with what we did last week. Our defense is getting better, particularly guys are stepping up and just being tougher. And an example of that is taking charges. You know, Sam took 4 charges last week. Big K took some. We just got guys, Brandon Cardiff is a tough guy, and we'll stick his nose in there and take charges. So that side of things is getting better, but it's still quite not where we would like it to be, a Final Four team and a team that plays in Columbia. Yes?
So what's on your mind going into tonight's game?
Going into tonight's game, we can't have any letdowns, which is easy to do at times after coming off a big win, is to kind of exhale and relax and enjoy the past successes too much, and then not get geared up for your next round. And so that's why I made those remarks at the beginning of practice yesterday. And we had a good practice yesterday. And honestly, I know our varsity guys. I know our varsity guys would be ready to play. Got good leadership. They're veterans. They're mature. They're experienced. I'm pretty confident in them, and they know how to handle the situation. On the other hand, it'll be interesting to see how our younger guys, our JV guys, handle coming off their championship win. Are they going to come out with that little look in their eye, that intense, aggressive, attitude that you have to have when you compete, or are they going to be satisfied with what they did on Saturday? So we talked about that, and we'll see what happens. But they'll be reminded of that during pregame talks too, to get that edge back. Yes.
Obviously, Ricky was a really important part of your game, and he was out for a while. Him getting back in really helped you like that.
Sure. Brady. We missed Brady for a couple games there. One full game, and then he didn't get the minutes against Park Hill South that he normally gets because of his ankle injury that he suffered in Fayetteville. But just having him back to full speed, he had a phenomenal game against Center High School where he had career high 18 points, and he's just done a really good job of believing in himself, and his teammates are gaining more and more confidence in him, particularly those shots from three. He had some really good looks thanks to some great passes by Kellen and Brandon and Grant and Moultrie. And he's getting good looks, and he's stepping up and knocking those down. But he just, like all our guys, he plays with great effort, great passion. Having success is important to him, and more importantly to his team. And so I'm very, very proud of how he's progressed this season, and particularly proud of him being nominated and winning the leadership award too at the end of the tournament. I thought he was a well-deserved, because he goes about his business the right way. He's a good verbal leader. He says the right things, but more importantly, he does the right things by practicing hard and getting himself better and his teammates better. That's all the time that we have today. Thank you very much. Some great questions today. Look forward to seeing you at Coakley tonight, and we'll see you back here next week.